Welcome, ladies and gents. Just gonna do something I should have done before I started streaming. There we go. In we go. Well, here we are, the menu system of Ghost of Tsushima. Now, down as well. Now, I'm very excited. Really quite excited about Ghost of Yoti. I'm not sure. I've not heard it said before. I only saw it on the trailer, so I don't know how it's pronounced. Yoti, maybe. And yeah, I'm excited. It looks good. I was kind of done with Jin Sakai, so I was glad of a new character and a new story. And it's interesting. It's set a couple of 200 or 300 years later from the end of the story of Ghost of Tsushima. So yeah, I was delighted with that. A complete surprise. I'd forgotten all about it as well, so it was a surprise to see it. So, hello in the chat. Brock, JB, Animal of Tides. Long time no see indeed. Can you tell me if the sound's alright? We won't hear it against the game sound, but as long as you can hear me, be okay. Just let me know as we go through if it's going to be alright. But yes, Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't played this since they updated it for the PS5. I jumped into it again and played the Legends mode, which was fun. So, if you haven't played it before, which you probably have, it's basically borrowed a lot from Ubisoft, a lot from Assassin's Creed, but what they've done better than Assassin's Creed is they've really delved in, from what I can remember, the world to make it look beautiful and absorbing, and spent a lot more time upon the sound design and the kind of... I think there was a divine wind that you used to be able to follow, that you can follow in Ghost of Tsushima. I can't say Tsushima very well, so that's going to be fun. Okay, but yes, I haven't been around for a while streaming. Holidays got in the way, then life. But glad to be back, working hard on the videos on the over on the Patient Wolf, and I thought we'd better come over here. This is I stream just for fun, so we'd better come over here on the dedicated channel and keep this away from folk that aren't really interested in this type of thing. So yeah, before we get started, Sam, I'm very good, thank you very much. Sounds good, that's great to hear. Brock Van Wagner, thoughts on AC Shadows being delayed? I still don't understand what is up. My collector's edition pre-order. Yes, well, yes, that must be worrying. Another 4 months. I'm not sure what companies can do in 4 months, even big ones. So I think it might just be a bit of a polish thing going on. I don't want it to be scrappy, so I don't think there's going to be any overhauls of mechanics and things in that time, is my thoughts. So yeah, I never mind when games get delayed. It's obviously a little bit disappointing. I'd earmarked November, middle of November, to hide myself away for a little bit and enjoy that. So February, that's okay. And even if it delays again, it's just a problem with the developers, isn't it? When to release it in busy windows. 2025 is looking quite sexy. So yeah. So what we've got on this main menu home screen here, we've got Jin's sword. Now I don't know whether this has been changed since. We've obviously got a save game in there. Does this main menu represent my progress? I'm not sure. Anyway, we've got the samurai sword, we've got the beautiful foliage and wind and weather systems represented here. We're going to start a new game. Are you sure you want to start a new game? Yes, please. Okay, let's go on medium. I fancy hard. I do fancy hard, but talking and walking and swording all at the same time leads me to think perhaps medium is a better level. If I find we're walking each battle I might switch it up, make it a bit more, add a bit more jeopardy to my gameplay, but for the moment. Standard, what we've got, subtitled, samurai and Kurosawa mode. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I have played a little bit of that, and maybe as we go through the game we'll have little moments where we can enjoy a bit of Kurosawa mode. It kind of adds a bit of artifacting on the screen. Kind of changes the audio design a little bit to be a bit more tinny. And obviously that great black and white over the top, but let's just go standard. Tsushima, Japan.
The Mongol Empire is invading our home. They are brutal, relentless, unstoppable. We are 80 samurai against an army, fighting to slow the invasion.
80.
Today, I die for my people. There must be thousands of them.
We will face death and defend our home. Tradition, courage, honor. They are what make us. We are the warriors of Tsushima. We are samurai! Oh! Odadachi, go break their spirits.
Go and break their spirits. Come on, Jin. Jin's a samurai. He's not a ghost yet. Look at that. Look at the Mongol hordes.
Outsiders! Send your finest warrior to face me!
Nada, Kaneda.
I am Harunobu Adachi, descendant of the legendary Yoshinobu Adachi.
Now to take them on with our honour and our foolishness. I will turn tail and run. Doing what I can. So they have explosions and firepower, which is something that the samurai haven't delved into. So the Mongols are way ahead of the curve in terms of war, and ballistics, and combat. But they haven't got swords like that.
I need you with me.
We've lost so many.
We have to keep pushing, Lord Sakai, even if it costs us our lives.
Have to keep pushing even if it costs us our lives. So that's what they dedicate to the cause, is giving themselves up. for a noble act and protecting their island, their people, and doing it in a way that's honourable. Now, the Mongols didn't get the memo. They are not doing that. I think we better put some subtitles on, though. I'd also like to remind ourselves of who the people are. How was the audio against the loud cutscenes there? Accessibility, subtitles. It says it's on. Difficulty, controls, audio, subtitles on. So I'll turn the dialogue volume up, music down a little bit, cutscene volume up. We'll see how we get on. The cries of the wounded and dying.
Men, we must hunt down the Mongol leader. Everyone, with me!
So we're fighting under Lord Shimura.
No Mongol dogs!
Seems to be the boss. Okay. Didn't give me any directions and remind me what was what. Don't know if I got the head off or not. I think I made it. Oh, yeah, definitely got the head off, haven't I? I don't remember anything but kill. Display. Where is all the HUD business? Not yet.
Mongol reinforcements!
I think it may be because we're not in the main game yet. I can't do the display, so we'll just have. I can't even remember what. Can't even remember what dodge is, what block is.
We're all that's left.
There is only one path for us.
Yeah, I think
Find the Mongol
LB
leader
block.
and end him here.
I'll fight beside you to the end.
I know.
They really are knocking down everything, cutting down trees, buildings and dwellings. They've set on fire. They're just leaving devastation in their wake. So I think the premise of this is that the Mongols are attacking Japan, but they use Tsushima as a convenient sort of drop-off point or base or place to regroup. I think they want to take it over as well, but Tsushima is basically a convenient hinterland between
I'm ready, Uncle.
in their takeover plans.
This together.
Oh, he's not well now.
Uncle.
cousin of Kublai, grandson of Genghis. Brother, you are a warrior. I can see that. You trained your whole life for this. And you have won battles that lesser men have called unwinnable, yes? But while you were sharpening your sword, do you know how I prepared for today? I learned. I know your language, your traditions, your beliefs, which villages to tame and which to burn. So I'll ask you once again, samurai, do you surrender?
Doesn't look good for him, does it? Does not look good at all. So there's our boy. Okay, it's giving us a prompt now. He's got a couple of arrows in the non-essential parts of his body. His samurai sword, bloodied, but at hand, in the ground next to him. So he's convalescing. Someone has looked to look after him. They've taken out the arrows. It looks like he's recovering from some kind of fever. Oh wow! Yeah, a lot of this I'm not going to remember, the kind of subtleties and intricacies and little minutiaes. But
How did I get here?
that's something that I can't remember. So someone has found a little cave somewhere, away from it all. Started a fire, which is probably dangerous, but there's plenty of fires on the horizon, so maybe it didn't stand out too much. We've got straw mats and blankets and yeah, someone has endeavoured to fix him. So in that battle there we saw that Lord Shimura was the main man, and Khotun, I think was his name, cousin of Kublai and grandson of Genghis. So we've got a steeped history of Mongolian conquerors. Now it was interesting, and it shows the difference in their fighting styles, in their warfare. Now, do you know what you did? Do you know what I did when, while you were sharpening your sword? I learned. So, the samurai is steeped in this kind of tradition, the way of doing things handed down forever, the way they take on battle. It's all about honour, all about discipline. Now, Khotun said he's learnt about the land, the people, the towns, the movements of their produce, and how they fight. And he is analysing that and making a plan based on that, rather than based on tradition, which is interesting. So they've survived in a microcosm for so long, I imagine. And I don't know if this is the kind of biggest invasion they've had to deal with, but they've not really had to adapt very much. Whereas years of conquest with the Mongols have allowed them to find lots of different ways of fighting. Someone did work hard to keep you alive. What have we got here? Some food. A white carrot and some kind of other vegetable.
No weapons, just supplies. Need to keep moving.
Right, let's see if we can sort out this display now with the HUD. I don't know where it is. I'd really like to know. Brightness, HDR, contrast, performance. No, it's none of that. HUD style? Show mask in cutscenes. So standard HUD style. Enhanced wind visibility. Oh, this is for accessibility, so I don't think it's in here. Goodness, I hope it gives us nice prompts.
Mongols.
Because I have forgotten the controls. Mongols, right, let's look over the horizon here, see what we see. Oh, just death, just pillaging, just killing, just conquering in the most brutal way that they can. Okay, at least we got
Someone saved me.
certain
Hid
prompts.
me back here. Maybe they have my sword.
There we go, I found crouch. I feel comfortable crouching here. So we've got to search for our sword. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Not getting the hell out of there. We need our sword. Okay, we've got footprints. But he looks, they all look very, very strong, don't they? Good job they're not looking this way. Let's go through this special Japanese door, which I've forgotten the name of. It has a special name.
Someone was sharpening their blade. A warrior.
Okay.
My armor.
Collecting it here.
Broken. But better than nothing.
Broken armour, looks scarred with battle. Looks quite cumbersome to me.
Inside! Now! How are your wounds? Can you run?
I think so. Where's my sword?
Not here.
You're on! Here!
I'll take care of this. Please, hide. Oh, don't hurt me!
Shield Lumini! Rice!
I have some rice. Please take it.
Who are you?
I'm Yuna.
You know.
You want your sword? Follow me.
How long was I out?
Long enough for the Mongols to conquer half the island.
Okay. So that battle represented the start of their invasion. And they've absolutely ruined it. Ruined the island since then. Don't know which way I'm going. Which way am I going? There she is. Okay. Yuna.
You know.
Shh. Not now. Shit, get down.
So I'm thinking it was maybe Yuna that nursed us back to health.
Let's move.
This way. Wait. There's nothing we can do for her.
But I can save the others.
Ooh, don't want to get seen. So they are basically searching for food now. They've done a bit of pillaging. They're a bit hungry. Must be
Lord Shimura was with me on the
nightmare.
battlefield.
Jito, forget him.
Don't know what a Jito is.
Yuna, wait. Lord Shimura is my uncle.
You're Jin Sakai? The Jito's nephew?
I have to know. Did he survive?
I think so. The Mongols took him prisoner.
Where did they take him?
East, along the coast.
Toward Castle Kaneda. They must be holding him inside, celebrating their victory. I could take them by surprise.
You'll be killed.
Or I'll rescue Lord Shimura. Then help him drive the Mongols into the sea. He can contact the Shogun, call for reinforcements.
I didn't nurse you back to health to watch you throw your life away.
Why did you save me?
I couldn't leave you to die. I need your help.
Lord Shimura can help our whole island. And he's the only family I have left. Let's move.
Chimigui. Many reasons to that he can think of right now to go and rescue Lord Shimura. Honor. Kind of
Here.
order of his samurai, his uncle, and also the power that Lord Shimura has as a politician, as a strategist.
Come on. We can't help him now. Look out.
Raiders.
What are they doing? They're on horseback there.
Through here.
Move.
So stealth is a thing. Hand-to-hand combat is a thing. Ranged combat is a thing. It's an Assassin's Creed game in all intents and purposes.
We cleared the road. If we cross, someone's bound to see us.
I'll take that chance.
With a few different interesting things thrown in, as well as a beautifully sculpted world.
Come on.
You can tell there's a lot more love and care that goes into the kind of cyclical Assassin's
Oh, God.
Creed
We'll
just
take
by
the rooftops.
it being a
Scavenge battlefields. You're a thief.
first
When I
IP.
need something, I take it.
Like my katana.
I traded it for food and medicine.
You what?
Don't worry. We'll find the buyer. Get your sword back.
Not their first IP, but their first edition in this IP. And wanting to... So I
Got a
think...
long ride ahead. Take whatever supplies you can carry.
This is someone's house.
And they're not coming back.
So I would like it to be a bit brighter. That might be on me. To make that a bit brighter. So let's see if we can do that. Let's just kick it at one point, just so we can see a bit more inside. Okay.
Through here.
Okay, is there any more supplies?
The man I traded your sword to lives just up ahead. Toro! Shit. Bastards found him.
Stand watch. I'll search the house. He will answer for this. It must be here.
Okay, he's enraged. He wants his gear back. He wants to get to Lord Shimura and make a plan. He's been subservient, is that the word? As part of his order of samurai, following the boss. I imagine he feels that whether there's much autonomy in that system, I don't know. But I imagine he's feeling now that he doesn't know what to do. He's helpless. He needs his boss to to rally under that banner, and then they can make a plan. He doesn't know what it is to be a rogue element, a guerrilla element, but he's going to learn. He's going to learn fast.
I am Jin Sakai, nephew to the great Lord Shimura. And I am no coward!
Your enemy is no match for you.
But
You still lack control.
I was practicing.
With your father's weapon,
Beautiful leaves.
a sword of
Colours.
Jin Sakai has saved lives and ended wars. Who did this to you?
No one.
I will teach you to defend yourself.
I know how to fight.
To master your blade, you must first control your emotions.
I can do that, Uncle.
Show me.
Okay, Uncle's going to teach us here in the autumnal beauty. I think it's outside Shimura Castle.
Let's see what you've been practicing. Try to strike me.
Yes, Uncle.
Okay, quick attack. We've mastered that on the coast with the Mongols, so that's done. Hold, let's mix it up with a stab attack. Another one.
Strike me.
I'm trying to strike you, Lord.
Well done. If you'd fought like that, your attacker would not have bruised you so easily.
It wasn't a fair fight.
Imagine he's returned to finish what he started. And he'll use every dirty trick he knows. How will you defend yourself?
I will strike first.
I'll kick dirt in his eyes, then break his nose. See how big he feels with a mouthful of blood.
A small victory, achieved without honor. When a samurai faces a devious foe, he must rise above them, and never sink to their level. No matter how tempting.
Yes, Uncle.
Now, break through my defenses. Show me Jin Sakai is a warrior of great courage.
Tap to break defense and stagger, and then a quick attack. So I think,
Break my block with a heavy attack, then strike quickly.
so I think Uncle here is just trying to tell us to just chill out. Just don't get carried away with emotions. Don't drop to their level.
A heavy attack will unbalance your foe. Follow with a quick
Your anger
strike.
can be your enemy. Be calm.
A heavy attack will unbalance your foe. Follow with a quick strike.
Okay, so it takes a few
Enough.
hits.
I yield.
You let me win.
Not at all. If you held a real sword, I would be dead.
Really?
I would never lie to you, Jin. Now for a change, try to block my attacks.
Be a pleasure.
Go easy on you. A fine block. Good.
Okay, timing it kind of allows you to...
I'm sore. Can we take a break?
We're not finished yet. Find your resolve and fight through the pain. Good.
So we build up our health circles to build up our health bar. This is your resolve meter. Draw and resolve to heal and perform other special abilities. Gain resolve by killing enemies, parrying attacks, or using other advanced skills. Okay, so it's a meter that you
learn
build
to
up,
parry.
basically.
Wait for me to make the first move. Once I strike, block my attack. A fine parry.
Uncle, you're doing the Lord's work here, teaching us everything we need to know.
Good form, Jin. You're improving.
Need to catch your breath?
It'll take more than a child to knock the wind out of me. Now then, let's see you defend against a spear. Dodge my spear, then follow up with a counterattack.
Dodge. There we
Good
go.
reflexes. Remember, dodge, then counterattack.
Okay.
Excellent dodge. Excellent counter.
One more dodge. Boom.
You see, there is no weapon, no warrior you cannot overcome.
Thank you for these lessons, Uncle.
We are not finished yet. Jin Sakai, will you honor me with a sparring match?
I wouldn't want to hurt you.
If you're that confident, let's make this interesting. The first to land 5 strikes gets to choose dinner.
I hope you like octopus.
Sushi for me, please. Oh. Oh.
Well struck, Uncle.
Very good, Jin. You show great skill.
Okay, I'm 1 up. Didn't get off to a great start, but there we go.
Before we eat, I have one last question. For generations, our families have lived by a code. Tell me the virtues that guide us.
Loyalty to our Lord. Control over our emotions. And
You know this.
honor. To fight bravely and uphold the legacy of Clan Sakai.
Those are your father's words. What does honor mean to you?
I guess... protecting people. The ones who can't fight for themselves.
You have a good heart. But first, we must show everyone that we serve our Lord with courage, integrity, and self-control.
You say that like it's easy.
It's never easy, Jin. I struggle with it every day. But we must set an example for our people by remaining true to our code and to ourselves. That is the meaning of honor. I've not her samurai.
So all these lessons, as soon as he unsheathes his sword, all these lessons must come back. There we go.
Good. You found your sword.
Where can I find a horse?
The stables aren't far. This way.
So yes, his driver, old Jin Sakai, what he equates as honour, that he happened upon when he was a young boy, is protecting people. And that bodes well, because we're going to come across a hell of a lot of people that are going to need our help. And each of those will have a tale, which we will listen to and enjoy. Battlefield is
More riders.
Island.
scarred.
Follow with them.
Where are the stables?
Behind that burning farmhouse. Follow me. We can get close, slit their throats, and kill them without a sound.
Without honor, I will not break my code.
Face me, invader!
Okay, so he's not anywhere near being the ghost yet. Point to target enemies with your sword attacks. Okay. Target the pulsing enemy. There we go.
That's close.
We can't save everyone.
I'm done running, and I can finally help.
Damn it!
As Yuna. Help whoever is in trouble. Okay, we're not the ghost
Don't
yet.
let anyone escape.
We're not going to assassinate anyone just yet. It's not in our mindset.
Thank you, my lord. They said all the samurai were dead.
Do you have somewhere to hide?
I heard Golden Temple might be safe.
Go. Stay off the roads. And guard your son with your life.
You risked your life for them.
They couldn't defend themselves. And I can't let more of our people die.
They're not the only ones who need you. My brother. The Mongols took him.
That's why you saved me.
Taka is my only family.
And Lord Shimura is mine.
Please. I just want my brother back.
I'll help you find him after I save my uncle. I promise.
I'm coming with you.
Okay, there's a symbiosis going on.
Just up ahead.
She's got an ask. He could probably do with her help. And influence. Right. Yeah. We're going to get Bo later on, I'm sure. That was just a stabbing execution, and that was wonderful. Okay, we've seen this a few times before. A selection of horses. This was a
Samurai horses.
staple in
A few we didn't take
Odyssey.
into battle.
Lucky for them. And us. Which horse do you want?
Okay. That was the digital deluxe horse. Now I'm going to go for this one because we choose a name in a minute and I want it to be called Shadow because it's eerie. A digital deluxe horse is available, but you've chosen the black horse. If you choose this horse, it will be your horse for the entire journey. Now I'm wondering, in Ghost of Yotei. Now, in one of those scenes, if you remember watching the trailer, there is just swathes of horses galloping. Now, I'm wondering whether we are able to tame horses, and I think they're doubling down on the wildlife because they did feature a wolf. And I'm wondering if they're trying to give it more, the hunting, more love to it, because fairly disappointing. If they give it some Red Dead Redemption style love, that would be just incredible. To be able to get different pelts and things to create customised outfits, I think that would be great. I'm not a huge fan of customisation in terms of outfits. It kind of goes over my head, but if I can earn them, it gives it more gravitas for me. Just looking in the chat here, said Pippin Bam Bam, are you excited for Ghost of Yotei? Yeah, I am excited, I think. And I think playing this now, it makes me even more excited. Sparrow says, hey Wolf, how come you're streaming here? Wouldn't recording on the main channel bring more viewers? Yes, it would, but I think people who don't like streams were getting a bit pissed off with all of the notifications and things. So I think it was, in the short term at least, it was hurting the channel. And I only play this for fun. So those that really want to watch the streams can come over here. But yeah, no, you're right. I would get more viewers. And Zion Nazar says, I really love Ghost of Tsushima, but they destroy everything we love, sadly. And I think you're alluding to female protagonist there. Yeah, we've got to be careful, I think, because the females are dangerous. Dangerous to society, dangerous to the world. If we give females too much focus and spotlight, they'll just run ragged, those females. They'll take over the world, those females. So, no, you're right, Zion Azar. We must avoid the females at all costs. That's why I don't play The Last of Us. That's why I don't play Horizon Zero Dawn because of those females. Yeah, wise words there, Zaya. Those bloody females. Not now.
Easy there.
He suits you.
And he needs a name.
Let's go for Kage.
Kage, born from the darkness.
You've chosen to name your horse Kage. Commodore Town. Oh, we're going all Indiana Jones.
Castle Kaneda.
They're holding your uncle inside.
So this is attempt 1 of trying to get
The walls are too high
Uncle
to climb.
Shimura.
We could cause a distraction. Sneak in.
No. We walk in the front gate. Khotun Khan set fire to our best swordsman. Humiliated my uncle. Butchered the warriors of Tsushima. I'm going to repay his kindness.
By repeating the same mistakes that got your friends killed.
That's what the Mongols will think. But this time, I'll strike first.
Yeah, going back to different agendas and things that Nazar is talking about here. You don't understand about the agendas, and I'm not against the female protagonist. Yeah, well, that's good. You're not against the female protagonist. I don't care which lens I see my story through. All I care about is the human condition. It doesn't matter if you're transgender, black, white, gay, straight, female or male. Everyone has got a story to tell, and people can learn that through different lenses. Some people like to customize and role play, and I have to admit, whenever I play a game, I rarely play female. I rarely I kind of make them look like myself. So it's kind of an instinctual thing for us to want to see stories through our own lens. So I'm a white male, so some people just want to see that through that lens, but I like to see it through multiple lenses, different stories, because it's fun, it's interesting to see different mindsets, and but the one thing doesn't change is the human emotions and conditions and fears and hopes and dreams and whatever
Wait here until I finish.
shape or size you are. They don't change. Standoffs. When approaching enemy territory, you can challenge foes to a standoff. Once your enemy approaches, hold triangle and release to defeat them in one deadly strike.
I've come for Lord Shimura.
That's a boom. Scared now, eh? A little bit scared. Ooh. How do we do there?
You did it!
Don't sound surprised.
What's all that noise?
Not sure. The Mongols fired them off at the beach.
Oh, we've got a spear. Oh, it needs a heal, that's for sure. Okay, yes, need to heal a fair amount. Let's see if we've got any supplies over here. Right, come on, sir. Right in the face. like how he puts the sword back in the holster.
Keep moving. We
Scabbard.
can't retreat.
Can't put any more, no. In between fights.
We can't keep going.
I have to. Fall back.
Alone?
Keep the path clear. When I find Lord Shimura, we'll need a quick escape.
I'll get the horses ready.
Do it. If I'm not back soon, ride for the forest.
Okay, tap to break the defensive shield. I didn't do that then. I waited for an attack, so I've got another opportunity here to try and dial that in. Yeah, I think it's better. It's pretty good to wait for the attack. End the suffering there. Let's heal. Yuna, where are you? Probably heading on up. Which is what we'll do. Push through the castle to save your uncle. That's all that's on our mind at the moment. Before firing arrows, Mongol archers will call out and signal their allies to duck. Dodge. Yeah. We'll have a little look up here. Nothing for us.
Face me!
Now, as I remember, this is as far as we get. Because we are about to face Khotun Khan, the cousin of Kublai, the grandson of Genghis, and the invader of Tsushima.
Khotun Khan! I am Jin Sakai, nephew of Lord Shimura. I have come to avenge his honor.
Looks amused, almost shocked.
Your uncle has told me much about you, Jin Sakai. I will show him his nephew, broken and humiliated, begging to join the Mongol Empire.
Jin.
This is your time, Lord Sakai.
Doesn't look confident, Jin. Does not look confident. But this is Castle Kaneda, the bridge to Castle Kaneda. We know Lord Shimura is alive.
I'm here to Your uncle is watching.
Are we even going to get to do him any damage?
Submit, Lord Sakai. Slit your throat.
I'd like to. Oh my days. Oh, a little bit, but not much. Oh, missed that one. No, I haven't got any more juice left, so that's it. Didn't last long.
Enough. Surrender. Show your uncle how easily he can bring peace to your home. Save yourself.
Again, left for dead. In the space of a moment, was nursed back to health by Yuna.
Again.
Only to be thrown to his death again.
Jin. Help me. May your death benefit all beings.
That was Daddy. Daddy's got some stunning armour. That we may reclaim one day.
It's time.
I'm coming, Yuriko.
Okay, we've got Yuriko. Now I'm just writing down. So Yuriko is like a servant or like a nanny? I can't remember. But there's Yuriko. Family, something or other. Maybe it's a grandparent.
The whole island has come to mourn your father.
Can't you send them away?
You must face them, Jin. You are now the master of Clan Sakai.
Yes.
You're not alone, Jin. Your father is the wind at your back. Your mother, the birds in the trees.
And Uncle?
He will tell you at your father's pyre.
Thank you, Yuriko.
Okay. Sparrow says that Yuriko's probably a nurse, some kind of nanny, kind of sort of indentured part of the furniture of the house.
Clan Adachi will help you.
So we have Masako here now. At the very start of the game, in the battle, Adachi went forward to fight in the honourable way that the samurai know how, but he was doused with a flammable liquid which was ignited, and then shortly later, in what could only be described as some kind of what's the word? Like a blessing. Khotun took his head off. I think that's what I'd like to happen to me the moment that fire engulfs me in that way. But this is Masako, her wife, I believe, and I believe that's Adachi there. So we meet these guys. Well, meet her later. Who have we got? Kind of generic folk of the town. Very sad to see the demise of Lord Sakai.
Protected the people above all else. A true samurai.
Here he is. We meet him later. I've forgotten his name, but he is a master of the bow, and he teaches us a thing or two. So as we go through realising that we haven't got access to Lord Shimura, we've got to make our own plan. We kind of bump into people who can help us, can teach us, but also will be able to help them in their troubles and woes. And there's plenty of troubles and woes to be had on this island right now.
Couldn't save him. I was a coward.
Jin, you are a samurai.
He died because of me.
Your father fell in battle saving his only son. His reward is a warrior's death. Now you will carry on his legacy. Your father's spirit resides within this blade. He is always with you. Tomorrow, you will come to my fortress as my ward. Today, say goodbye to your father.
So there was a potentially a traumatic experience could have been made worse there had Uncle Shimura not told us to let that go, let the guilt go. Your father died protecting us. It's not your fault. He died a warrior's death. I mean, if there was any kind of anger, unresolved anger in Lord Shimura, he may have not been able to do that, and that would have stayed with him.
How do I save him?
So I think there is a he misses his dad. There's a guilt, underlying guilt. But the main amount of his mental energy seems to go to helping people, being there for people. Follow the wind. Okay, well, here we are, into the open world now. Welcome to the stream, Odysseus Nemo. First exposure to the game? No, I've played it before it release. I played it again when it was released on PS5. It's been a couple of years now since I've played it. Delighted to be back in the mix. Zion Azar says, why don't you put a Japanese voice acting on? Could do that, and I might do that for certain sways of the game, but in order for comprehension, I like to have the my mother tongue and the subtitles in concert, and the information goes in better. But yeah, I have played it before with Japanese in the Kurosawa mode. It's good. Interestingly, I watch movies in their mother in the native tongue. But here we are. We have washed up on shore here from Castle Kaneda. Fate has given us another chance yet again. Yeah, it's a really great navigational tool, the wind, isn't it? There's Yuna.
Jin, what happened?
I found Lord Shimura. I could have saved him. But
the Khan was there. I failed my uncle.
At least you're in one piece.
I swore to protect this island with my life. But now the Mongols have stolen our home, killed our samurai.
You forgot what it's like to fight someone stronger than you. To feel weak. Sometimes when you're staring death in the face, you have to do whatever it takes to survive.
The Khan expects to fight a war against the samurai. He will anticipate our every move, unless we find new ways to surprise him. That's how we'll save Lord Shimura.
Now you're thinking,
We
Jin.
take our home.
You'll need some help.
Riders. The Khan's attack dogs.
There's too many of them! Hide! In the grass!
Hide in the grass. Press to crouch. Oh, we're in. We'll get to know the pampas grass quite well, I think, throughout this game. One of the prettiest names of a grass, pampas. What's your favourite grass? Well, that would be pampas.
Bastards scared off the horses.
They're samurai mounts, trained to return to their masters.
Samurai mounts trained to return to the masters. Okay, we'll call the horse in a minute. Oh, Kage. Apologise in advance. I will be attempting a stereotypical Japanese accent quite often throughout this playthrough. Try and believe me when I say there are no racist undertones in this. It is tribute. It is complete respect for it, and I will quite often go Kage Samurai. Just please try and forgive me and not label this as anything but tribute.
Nice trick. The Mongols must be hunting you.
We should split up. I'll draw their attention while you escape.
I'm not leaving your side until we've saved my brother.
First, I need to find more allies. Trained warriors. Like Sensei Ishikawa and Lady Masako Adachi. They can help.
My brother can help too. Once we save him, you'll have the island's best blacksmith in your debt. He'll make whatever tool you need to save your uncle.
Something to scale the castle walls?
You dream it, Taka can make it.
Where are they holding him?
He was captured near Kechi.
Ride there and ask around. I'll join you soon.
Taka won't last long in the Mongol cage.
Yuna, we will save your brother.
And your uncle.
This is special. A special bit. The birds rise from the pampas grass as we ride off into the clouds, the uncertain, looming, ominous clouds upon the distance. We ride with the wind. We ride through the trees, trying to make sense of it all as we go out into the clearing, into the expanse. The war-torn unknown that is Tsushima. Look at him touching that pampas. Here we are, arrived at the peaceful water source. Have a drink, Kage. Map and journal now available. Now we can analyse what we've got in terms of map things to do. There he is, Jin Sakai. In his sort of sullied armour from the battle. It's broken, he says, so it doesn't afford much protection. But he was saying to Yuna there that they need to... I'll paraphrase, and I'm not even going to paraphrase. I'm going to kind of explain how I understood what he was saying. Basically, they need to think outside the box now. They need to get them by surprise. Facing them in a troop of samurai isn't going to work. So they need... And also, to get back into Castle Kaneda, or Canada, I'm not sure how you say it, they need a tool. So... First port of call is to help Yuna's brother, Taka, escape. He's a blacksmith. He knows his onions. He can create us some toys in order to help us. But let's have a look at the map. Tsushima Island. Explore Tsushima to discover new locations. This is a tale. The warrior's code. Yuna is searching for a brother blacksmith named Taka, has been captured by the Mongols. So complete tales to build your legend and acquire new resources and abilities. So that's what it's all about, building the legend of the ghost. And that's why... So let's try and think back to when I first saw the trailer for Ghost of Tsushima. Now immediately when I saw it, I thought, oh no, Jin's not going to be in this one. That's a shame. Then watched it a bit more. Oh, it's a woman. It's a different protagonist now. Okay, great. 300 years later, fine. Completely new story, new things going on. And then it kind of all made sense. The tale of Jin's journey is turning from a samurai into a ghost and having that legend. Now, so if he has a new adventure... They've done it before by them getting injured or losing all their kit and things like that. It's always difficult to start this kind of growth journey again in a sequel. Always difficult. So it's good to have a new ghost, and then they can build upon that legend. And it'd be interesting to see 300 years later whether the legend of Jin is alluded to. It's probably steeped in the annals of history now. So maybe the new protagonist, I can't remember her name, will draw from that. So I think it's interesting. It's not Jin's story, it's the story of the ghost and the legend that he built. I think that's great. So build the legend, acquire new resources and abilities. So major legend increase, focused hearing, so we learn a new skill, and an assassination skill. As the legend grows, we will learn powerful new techniques. Look forward to those. We've also got the tale of Sensei Ishikawa. Now, let's put that down. Ishikawa. I'm just writing down the main players here. So Sensei Ishikawa never joined our battle against the Mongols at Kaneda Beach. So he was in the amongst the guests of the funeral, but we didn't hear from him. But he seems to be some kind, as I remember, he's kind of exiled himself a little bit. So we'll need to understand him. But I think Yuna warned us that perhaps we shouldn't wait too long for this guy. Choose your next destination, the wind will guide you. Okay, let's see. Show in journal. Searching for a brother, Taka, captured by the Mongols, checking on a lead near Kechi fishing village. I should join her before she runs into trouble. Okay, so there's the wind, the wonderful wind. James Jordan, welcome to the stream. Damn, man, welcome back. It's been a while. I was wondering where you'd gone. Glad you're back. Well, thanks for a wonderful welcome, James. We are now heading to Taka to help Yuna find Taka. He's been captured, like many people in this war-torn Tsushima. Ooh. Now. Okay. I think we should tackle things as we go. That gives us a minor legend increase, some iron and stance progress. Now, one thing I am concerned about, we haven't learned how to assassinate yet. I'm not sure it will let us off the bat. Now, highlighting enemies is always favourable, and it's not doing that yet. Oh, there they are. All right. I'm not sure we can assassinate. So we get a free, as long as we enact it correctly, we get a free hit.
Challenge me!
Right. F it, as they say. Let's take them on. Right, this guy's shocked at our ferocity. So let's not disappoint them. Oh, we got a big guy. Right, here you go. Oh, press the wrong button. That's not dodge. Circle is dodge, you know. Okay, we killed 5 or 6 men, one of them being a brutish fellow. Now there's more. Oh my days. Kill or observe the leader. How do we observe? I'd like to observe, but maybe killing might be better. Okay, I don't think they're going to turn round, you know. We're not invited to take them on in a standoff. Yeah, they're not going to turn around at all. Let's just take them on. Okay, one down. Surprise. Now we've got this guy. We got him. Leader killed. Kill or observe more leaders to unlock the water stance. Definitely will. He was hardcore. Okay, he's scared because I killed the leader. Oh, he surprised me there. Okay. So that is the increase to our legend. We've taken down this small Mongol camp. Zaya says, I don't like that you get told what the reward is for completing this specific mission. Yeah, I can see that. I think the surprise of the reward is sometimes very cool. I can see how... And I get that. Okay. Now let's see what we can pick up. Don't want to ruin their abode too much. Let's have a look upstairs. So one of the rewards they did talk about was iron. So let's see if we can find the iron. We have a Mongol artifact. It's a dagger. It's a Mongol dagger. So they appropriate their weapons during their conquests. So they've taken tools from the Persians and the Chinese. So they've got kind of explosives, bombs, gunpowder. They've managed to find that, probably from the Chinese. I don't know if the Japanese used that too much. Mongol riders wield a variety of weapons. Often they attach a dagger to their left arms to be used when necessary in close-range fighting. So yeah, they've honed their craft through influence and trial and error. So they're particularly fierce. So we found a collectible. That's always interesting. But I do want this. I do quite want this. This iron. Do we get that for just completing it? I do wish for the iron. Let's have a look in here. We didn't look in here before. In the stables. Any old iron. Any old iron. Any old iron. No. Okay, let's continue. So that's open that I see. Item resources you collect are stored in the collections menu. You can equip charms to augment your abilities. Collect artifacts to learn more about it. Resources in the satchel. So we did pick up some iron at some point, so maybe that was that. Kage. I'm so sorry, Kage. I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean to slice you. You've got very tough skin. Sparrow says the iron is usually around a furnace. Okay, well, we had a good look at that, so
That's you know.
I'll remember that next time. Resources around a furnace, or iron around the furnace, which makes sense. Okay, some kind of fishing dwelling. She's been doing the saving.
You found me.
You handled that well.
I should have heard him coming. Let myself get distracted. These people saw Mongols marching prisoners upriver. They had a blacksmith with them.
Your brother?
Sounds like it. They were taking him to a camp near the Kaneda inlet.
I know the place.
Did you find any samurai to free your uncle?
Not yet, but I'm still searching.
I'm sure you'll find someone soon.
Okay, reach an overlook by the Mongol prison camp. So she knows where the boy is. Mongol prison camp near the Kaneda outlet.
Kaka can help you after we save him. Hard to believe I might see him soon.
He's lucky to have you.
He might disagree.
That's what siblings are for.
What about you? Any brothers or sisters?
Lord Shimura is my only family.
What will you do when he's free?
Take a breath, because then I'll know there's hope for our island.
You feel that strongly?
I've watched him win victory against impossible odds. And after your brother is free, what then?
Honestly, I haven't had time to think about it.
Okay. Little bit of insight into who we are. Only child. Grabbing supplies where we can.
You're riding well. How are your wounds?
Mostly healed. Your bandages did the trick.
You don't share much about how you feel, do you?
I suppose you're right.
My uncle taught me that a samurai masters his emotions, like you master a horse or a blade.
That's a hard way to live.
It's not supposed to be easy.
Yes, that's what Lord Shimura was doing. How do we find the wind? Oh, I think we can go this way.
Let's go.
That's what Lord Shimura was doing in that sort of flashback. He was telling him to adjust his emotions, don't let them dictate how you react.
There's a spot up ahead that overlooks the river.
Should give us a good view of the Mongol camp. There's the camp. Tough to get inside.
The Mongols threw that place together in days. There has to be a way in. Let's look.
So the Mongols threw that together in days. So they've been chopping down trees, erecting their tents. So I imagine they brought the tents with them on their voyage. But when you arrive, you don't bring all the wood. So they've been furiously chopping down trees, creating this
We need to reach
barrier.
Taka without putting him in danger.
We'll find a safe approach. Defenses in back are formidable. You could scale the rocks on that side.
If they're loose, they might give way. Alert the guards.
The front wall there is still under construction.
Could be a way in.
So after all that, we're going through the front
You
gate.
can look for a gap in the front wall. Slip inside.
And cut down the Mongols where they stand.
If something goes wrong, they'll kill the prisoners. I've seen them do it. We have to go in quietly.
Like thieves.
What's wrong with that?
Before the samurai, this island was ruled by criminals. We changed that by creating order and delivering justice in the open. We live by a code of honor. And sometimes we die by it. Warriors like my father, we just wanted to give us a safer home.
I want the same thing. But we have to fight back.
I promised my uncle I'd never break our code.
Then bend it. To save my family. And what's left of yours.
Let's get a closer look. See what we're up against.
We should wait until it gets darker.
So he's got to fight with his code. Fight with
Let's
it.
move.
He needs to face people eye to eye, face to face, in order to honour his code. And the idea of an assassination, taking
Taka,
life without
he's been through a lot.
them defending
Before the
themselves,
invasion,
But you took care of him.
someone had to.
just kills
I
him.
hated when I stole. But it was that or starve. I didn't have a choice.
I didn't choose to be a samurai either. But going against my instincts, my code.
It's better than getting wiped out by the Mongols. We have to fight back. Any way we can.
Have to fight back any way we can. They are on the back foot, they're the underdog.
Through here.
You can't meet them in battle. It's just not going to work.
If they see us, they'll kill the prisoners.
Then we better stay quiet. And open their throats.
Okay, so this is the first point, and he's got a good excuse here. Because by killing them quietly, he's saving the life of the prisoners. So this is where this is the gateway drug to his assassination techniques.
There's no other way.
After doing this and realising, well, yeah, this works quite well. Killing them like this, it's quite easy. Look. Like, he didn't do things by halves there. That was 1 to the neck, 3 to the gut, 1 to the heart.
What do you think, Jin?
The bear's running with a limp. Your arrow wounded him.
This is when a beast is most dangerous. Remain alert.
Yes, uncle.
Keep after him.
Follow the bear tracks with your uncle.
I didn't think bears lived here.
They don't. But the fighting in Yarikawa drove some this way.
So it's the rebels' fault. We should feed them to this bear as punishment.
We are not barbarians, Jin.
Okay. So we're now Lord Shimura's ward, our uncle's ward. He's taken over our schooling, our mentoring, and shaping us into what we become. It's interesting there that he says he didn't choose being a samurai for himself. It was chosen for him. And the code was given to him to honour, and he made a promise. And that's what he's conflicted with. He doesn't want to let his uncle down, even in his in absentia. He doesn't want to let the code down. It's so instilled in him how to be this samurai. Every day, drilled. There's no room for movement in it, for your own thoughts and own ways of doing things. And that is the conflict that Jin's going to deal with a hell of a lot. And that's what happens within conflict. There's inner conflicts because you've got to do things that you wouldn't normally do to survive. Things that go against what you've been brought up to do. Kill other people, steal. Well, those are the biggies, aren't they? Anything other than that is not going to wash. To kill and steal to stay alive. They do say it all boils down to stealing in the end. If you kill someone, you steal their life. If you steal time, you steal innocence. You can steal things. All these things, it all boils down to any crime that you commit against someone. It's stealing various things. Searching for the bear. You going this way? Nope. Shimura's just following us. We've got to follow the blood and the bear tracks. It's hard to see them in this.
The bear stumbled here.
In this
Is
grass.
it dying?
No, but we're getting closer.
Right. Continuing this way. I wouldn't like to follow a bear in the mist, I have to say.
Stay ready, Jin.
Yes, uncle. If it's still alive, can I take the shot?
Prove you can control your emotions. Then, perhaps.
Even on a clear day, I probably wouldn't fancy it.
We got him.
Careful. He could still be alive. This arrow should not have killed him.
Someone's been at it.
Look, uncle. There's a gash in his side. Not from an arrow.
Bandits.
An assassin!
Oh, an assassin.
Traitor! You would stab and stone in the back!
Jin Sakai! Control yourself. We are not criminals, like this man here. We are samurai.
He tried to kill you! He must answer for this crime with his life.
And look him in the eye. And teach him that samurai never acts out of anger or fear. And take his life with honor. we fight, we face our enemy head on. And when we take their life, we look them in the eye with courage and respect. This is what makes us samurai.
That's the conflict. If he's not samurai, then who is he?
Only cowards strike from the shadows.
He's fighting his identity, in the words of his upbringing. Only cowards fight from the shadows.
Jin, what's wrong?
Let's find your brother.
We can't let them see us.
Use all your senses. Think and move like a thief.
Okay, senses. Focused hearing. Press to use focused hearing. Reveal nearby enemies' positions while slowing your movement. Okay, here we go. There's a guy facing us, but he didn't really see us. Maybe we'll get away with this too. Okay, the Mongol tents, all behind this barrier that they've constructed. Looks like the tents are all made out of hide. And they've got plenty of food, they've done their hunting. Looks like they're just hanging, waiting for orders on what to do with these prisoners. Oh, I didn't see you, my friend. Didn't see you one bit. Right. Amongst these tents, there's a few things. I think that is an element there, but it's not available to us yet. Some kind of resource. Supplies. Iron. I hate the word supplies. It's too vague. Supplies. What does that mean? Okay, is there anyone up there? I don't know. He's taking a drink of his fermented yak's milk. Let's let him have his fill before we take his life. Sparrow says, I think that's a kunai. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
No, not Taka.
Oh, good.
Basically a throwing knife. We earn that later. Can't remember when, but we do. Fox pelts. Don't worry, we'll meet our fair share of live foxes.
There, a prisoner.
Taka?
Let's find out. No, it's not Taka.
Right, while this guy is crouching down, I don't want to face him. He looks hard as nails. Okay, what have we got? A dead woman. Oh my days. Is that her hands been chopped off? I'm not sure if it's meant to be that. That's quite gruesome. Now, he looks to be like the boss of the camp. He's got his... looks to have his very own tent set up. And there is a dead woman here. I think he probably overindulged himself in the spoils of war there, I think. More supplies. No, records. Here we go. Conversations with the Khan. Number 1. What can a simple monk like me hope to accomplish by recording my conversations with Khotun Khan? My aim is to document his words and deeds in order to counter the natural suspicions of the people of Tsushima, foster mutual understanding and thereby prevent more bloodshed. So there's people advocating just letting them get on with it. Don't oppose them, let them take over, and then, you know, less blood will be shed. The Khan has been most receptive to these talks and surprisingly frank on a range of matters, though I am a mere translator and Japanese to boot. His ambition is boundless as any shogun's, and he has a keen sense of history and his place in it. At the same time, he is eager to learn more about our culture and history. Such an intriguing man. So this translator is particularly enamoured with Khan and his different mindset. He seems to have been won over. Here we've got an artifact. An Arul. Looks like a collection of tofu and tree-ball mints hung on a string. It's a staple of the Mongols' nomadic diet, made of curds boiled in fresh milk. The resulting mixture is combined with sugar and fruits before being dried and sliced into various shapes and patterns. So that's where they get their fat and carbohydrates. On the road, the nomadic diet. Follow the guiding wind to reach your objective. Okay. Yuna's waiting patiently. Okay, so the assassination in that particular environment, in that particular instance, was quite straightforward. The AI was kind, turning our back on us so we could just get used to the system. I think it gets slightly more complicated as we go. Lots of patrol routes and things we need to think about.
How'd you get in here?
So here's a straw hat. Now, the straw hats, they are a group of people, I think. They are they're a collective, and I'm not sure I have any facts to give you about the straw hats because I've forgotten. But they could do with some new straw hats, that's for sure.
We need to go. We'll talk when it's safe.
Come on.
Let's get to the river. We'll be safe there.
Yeah.
Are you with the Straw Hat, Ronin?
I was.
Ronins.
Cut ties with them after they started running low on rations.
Lord Shimura's been captured, and I could use some extra swords to free him. Are you looking for work?
No, but the other Straw Hats may be. Last I heard, they were hunting Mongols in Tsitsu Prefecture, by the coast near the Kishi grasslands.
Now, do you know who that voice actor is? I don't know the actor, but I know the character, and of course I've forgotten the name of the character. In Red Dead Redemption, the Native American Charles. That's the voice of Charles in Red Dead Redemption 2. Flowers. So flowers are used for dyes for customization. We'll delve into that. It's not too integral to my enjoyment of the game, I have to say.
This way. We're looking for my brother, a blacksmith named Taka.
Don't know him, but a lot of prisoners move through here.
You said they were moving the slaves. Where?
They mentioned Azamo Bay. And there was a blacksmith in the last group. Young man with a beard. From Yarikawa, maybe.
You'd better be right.
I hope you find your blacksmith.
Taka's alive in Azamo Bay.
The town is surrounded by walls. Rushing in without a plan will only put him in more danger.
I have a friend who might be able to get us inside.
Find him. The sooner we rescue Taka, the sooner we save my uncle.
Jin. Taka will forge whatever tool you need as soon as he's free. But after that, we're leaving the island.
You've seen what the Mongols are doing here. Lord Shimura can stop them. Stay. Help us fight for a home.
Home is wherever Taka and I go. My friend lives in Azamo Prefecture, on the border with Tsutsu.
I'll find you there.
I know this wasn't easy. Going against your code.
I did what I had to.
Thank you.
So he's now resolved to the fact he's got to do what he has to. And only what he has to. For him to survive, for him to help others
Lord Shimura,
survive, to help his uncle.
you deserve better than this. Convince your people to stop resisting, and you can walk free.
Stop wasting my time. Kill me.
You think you've lost everything. But your nephew is still alive.
Jin.
My men control the roads. They build war camps near your towns. They see everything, and they will find him.
Lord Sakai will fight until his last breath. As will I.
You love him. Just as you love your people. You're a father to them. Will you abandon your children?
I won't make them your slaves.
Okay, so he's still standing firm there. Just wants to be killed rather than give up the island. Yeah, there's no pragmatism to the code that they have. He's sticking to one, sticking to one mindset, honor. And there's a hint of dishonor, then he won't do it. Okay, if you earned a technique point, an additional hero of Tsushima technique point. Use them to learn powerful new techniques that will aid your fight against the Mongols. Okay, so we can have a deflection, parry at the last possible second to perform deadly counterattack. Earns a moderate amount of resolve. That's interesting. And roll across the ground to avoid attacks. Now, I don't feel like I've needed that yet, the roll across the ground thing. So I'm going to leave that till last. Let's try this deflection technique. And we can also... Oh, we got two. Oh, okay. I didn't quite understand that. There's a legend point and a something else point. Earn technique points by completing tales and building your legend. Now, follow the guiding wind to hot springs, bamboo strikes, Shinto shrines, vanity, and fox dens. Okay, I'm not going to do that just now. Now, we've got the stone stance and we can hold and then tap, so that's interesting. And then we've got the evolving tactics. That's interesting, isn't it? Evolving from a samurai to a ghost. We can have Iron Will, save yourself from defeat when wounded. Costs 2 resolve. And also 2 points, which you haven't got. A standoff streak. To avoid damage. Detect more distant enemies by listening with a deeper focus. I think I'd like that one at this moment in time. While we're still grabbing our techniques and learning our trade, let's try and stick with stealth for now as much as we can. And I felt that when we went into that mode, it didn't go very far. So let's buy that one. Okay. We haven't got any charms. Oh, we have a minor defense charm. Now, I wonder if this is part of the digital download thing. Killing enemies restores a minor amount of health. God, we'll put that in for now, but it's a bit disappointing when they give you things for nothing. I like to earn those tings. Okay, we're collecting resources to upgrade, view upgrades. We can find a swordsmith to upgrade. Plenty of supplies and enough iron. Yuna and I have tracked her brother to a prison camp in the walled town of Azamo Bay. If we're going to save Taka, we need to find help. And Yuna says she has a friend for the job. I'll meet her at this friend's house just outside Azamo Bay. Wow. That is all the way down there. Goodness. Okay. Traveller's Inn, we've completed that one. Let's see what we've got here. All right, I'm thinking, should we do this? I feel like there's an urgency to go and save Taka. I'm undecided. I'm going to think about it while we see what this. It might be a fox. Could be a fox. Off we go. First of many. Hands up who tired of this towards the end of their playthrough. Finding these foxes. Following these foxes. Honour the shrine. Charm slot unlocked. You can now equip an additional charm. Ooh. So we only had one. Let's make that a bit neater though. So that gives us a charm slot.
I could use an archer's help. Someone like sensory strike.
And then we can give the fox a little cuddle afterwards. Now, I don't know much about foxes, but I don't think they're that tame. And I don't think you'd want to be bitten by a fox. Okay. So we've got the fox down. Let's go for what's nearest. Yes, there's urgency for getting Taka out of prison, but we need to help people, don't we? Let's go to Hiyoshi Springs. I definitely did it again. Pressing triangle to get on the horse. It's not Grand Theft Auto. Havoc's Angel says, I miss you playing Assassin's Creed. I shall be back with Assassin's Creed. Don't you fear. Don't you worry. Ezio awaits in Rome for us. I do know that. I'll get back to it. Just so excited to crack open this after the announcement. Flowers over here, is that right? Yes. So we are going to see Ishikawa. He was lining up to give us condolences a few years back, but we didn't really understand who he was. He wasn't at the battle. as part of the samurai, so I don't know, I can't remember why that was. I think he might be exiled in some way, maybe self-exile or retirement. Oh, I don't know what. Kagi can do anything. Except leaps of that height. Okay. So, Hiyoshi Springs? Hiyoshi Springs. So, a hot spring, a place of healing and enjoyment. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? We've arrived at the track location. Now let's get down here without hurting ourselves. Might go down the bottom way. Lots of shrines, lots of expansive hot springs. I could do with slipping into that sweet hot springs right now.
Yoshi Springs. Perhaps someone at the inn can direct me to Sensei Ishikawa.
I think he deserves it, to be honest. Like, you get to see his bare arsehole, don't you, throughout this game when he gets into the hot springs. You do get to see that, but I think he deserves it. The reason being, he nearly died on the battlefield, was nursed back to health, and he's probably quite tense with all the stress. And then he fought a losing battle and got thrown off a 100-foot high bridge into the water below. He survived, but it's very stressful. I think he deserves a nice hot soak. I think I do too. It's stressful.
Perhaps I can better your bow.
Right, we haven't got a bow yet. I think our friend Ishikawa is going to remedy that at some point, but...
My lord, anything to offer from your hunting? If you have hides to spare, I can offer you something in return.
Ammo, so we can sell things. Let's not sell anything. We don't know what we need and why we need it yet. We can buy resources.
I need more for that. Come back if you need anything, my lord.
Okay. In the springs. James Jordan says, a question off topic. Did you see what happened with Ubisoft lately? Well, it's kind of not... It's kind of on topic, because here we are in a game that's been heavily influenced by Ubisoft's work and has done it in a way with more love and care and less money grabbing. There's no microtransactions in this. They gave I think they had to pay for the DLC, but they gave an extraordinarily good multiplayer away later on. So they're showing the way to build trust. And Ubisoft have lost a lot of trust with various games. I've not played Star Wars Outlaws yet, but I have enjoyed the Assassin's Creed franchise over the years. I don't play any of their other things very much. Enjoyed Watch Dogs, but yeah, they've dropped the ball a few times, haven't they? And their share price has plummeted to below €9. I'll let you into a little secret. I bought a load of shares just yesterday of Ubisoft. Fairly risky, but I feel that they've got too much intellectual property going on, that the company's worth more than it is at the moment. And I think any kind of positive news and that will start to go back up. So that's an insight into my thinking. So Ubisoft, I have hopes for the future, but yeah, they're low ebb right now, aren't they? Very low ebb. Yeah, I think it's the problem with companies going into a situation where they've got to honour their shareholders. Private companies are always invariably better placed because if they get a chairperson doing it for the passion and doing it for a higher cause than money, obviously money is always going to be a problem and an issue. But every 3 months, you can't innovate because every 3 months you've got to please the shareholders. Otherwise, you'll lose your job. And I think poor Eve is going to suffer that fate at some point for his mismanagement. Let's have a bath.
My lord, you must be weary from battle. Come, soak in the healing waters of these hot springs. Replenish your strength for the challenges to come.
I must be at my best for all of them.
Then follow me, my lord.
James Jordan says shareholders pushing for quick company sale and changing those in charge of the company. Yes, they might do that without a sale, though.
Bathing in the hot springs restores your spirit, and if you make a habit of it, the waters will grant you a long and prosperous life.
The good thing if they do have a sale for my shares is that they'll have to pay much more than the €9 a share.
Enter here. The waters are
To
warm
buy it.
and calming.
Ah, Jin, sweet butty. Get that in that spring. What are we going to reflect on here? Father or uncle? Let's reflect on her father.
I'll never forget the day he was killed.
It's starting to burn.
I could have saved my father. If only I was older, stronger. If I wasn't so afraid.
There we go, we've got a health increase.
Such an improvement. Surely you will triumph over our enemies.
I feel ready to take on the whole Mongol army. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. There are hot springs all over the island. Make use of them. Take time to heal and reflect. The practice will keep your body ready for battle, my lord.
Well, thank you, my dear. I will look out for these springs in future. I've got my eye on this flower up here. It's glistening and glinting. Okay, but we do need... The reason we're here, we need to find...
Would that be the blade of Clan Sakai?
Some information. Now, we can hone our skills with some bamboo. This is fun.
You know your swords.
That is one worth knowing. I've heard tales of its sharp edge and beauty, but I never dreamed I'd see it in person.
It has been some time since I trained on a bamboo stand.
I would be honored to see your blade in action.
So he recognises the blade. The blade is of historical import. What have we got here? Bamboo. Bamboo strikes needed to increase resolve. Okay, just the first one will do it. To increase our resolve amount. Okay, we're ready. Five. Wow. L1, XX, L1. Oh, no, messed it up. L1, XX, L1, triangle, triangle, L1. Nope, messed up again. There we go. Honestly, like, I'm not good at those. And I managed it. You get just enough time.
The Sakai steel
It's
is
so
a
exhilarating.
truly fine blade, wielded by an even finer swordsman. But training with bamboo will only make you stronger.
I'll need strength for what lies ahead.
There are bamboo stands throughout the island. They will help sharpen your skills on the journey. Farewell, my lord.
Map updated. Okay. Now let's Divine Wind our way over to speak to Sensei Ishikawa. Now, I don't know if we speak to him per se. Oof. In this instance, we'll get a good lead.
After the Mongols attacked, I saw 2 people carrying a samurai.
Must have been family wanting to give him a proper burial.
I don't think so. I think it was him, the one who lived.
Could you tell who saved him?
I
They're talking about
couldn't
us.
see their faces,
Talking about Jin.
but one of them was a woman.
If they did rescue him from the battlefield, we owe them our lives.
A samurai? Alive?
Right, I'll speak to this peasant.
Another samurai? Alive? I thought Lord Jinroku was the only one.
I don't know the name.
He's in Kashine, my lord. I'm sure he would be happy to see you.
I'm curious to meet him.
Okay, ask about Sensei Ishikawa at the inn. Rumoured location added. Okay, we've got a tale of Tsushima. Going back to a comment earlier, James Jordan said, "Man, you have to play side missions in this game. You have to, especially those ancient tales of Tsushima." Yeah, we're gonna find every tale. Someone mentioned seeing a samurai alive in Kashin. If another samurai made it out of Komoda Beach, I need to find out who it is. Yeah, I have to say it's not necessary to tell us what we'll win, what we'll earn. The rewards should be given after.
I'm looking for Sensei
Revealed
Ishikawa.
after.
I thought he fell at Komoda.
He didn't. Where is his dojo?
To the forest. I can show you the way, my lord. Did the sensei not fight at Komoda?
No.
He came to town for a surprise the day before the invasion. Hardly spoke a word, but he's always been a private man.
Always been a private
My lord,
man.
are the stories of Sensei Ishikawa true?
What stories?
They say he sank a pirate ship with a single arrow.
Not the ship, but he shot a pirate captain from the shore. Routed the whole fleet.
I'd hate to cross an archer like that.
Do you deserve death?
I hope not, my lord.
Then you're safe from Ishikawa.
So highlighting that he's good with canning with his bow. Also a very private person.
The sensei's dojo is up there on the cliff.
So he hides away to a certain degree. Looks like
Thank you. I'll take it from
he's got a
you.
vantage point, but
One more question, my
keeps
lord.
away from people.
May I ask why the sensei left his post as archery master to Clan Nagao?
No one knows.
Okay.
Strange. Giving up service to a great lord for this.
Right, so he moved away from his obligations. Looks like we can climb to get there. Okay, I'm going to use that, yeah. There we go. Serviceable climbing. If a little dull. It's nice to have a stamina system with climbing to reach certain bits. I think Zelda nailed that. Breath of the Wild.
Sensei Ishikawa's dojo.
Okay, we've got a headband. Optimism in the face of adversity. in the samurai spirit. I think that's what Zaya needs. Optimism in the face of diversity. I think you should always have a bit of optimism in the face of diversity. If you think you need it.
There was a struggle here. Better look around.
Okay.
Dried blood. The fight wasn't recent.
Been a struggle at Ishikawa's. The panels have been broken. What's the name of these doors? They've got a special name. All of his things are strewn around.
Someone was wounded. Remove the arrow. Bloody footprints. The victim or the attacker. Maybe the sensei is in his house.
Okay, so this seems to be his dojo. He's come under some kind of attack. We haven't got
A humble home for a samurai.
Bow and arrow yet. Yeah, it's a humble home in comparison to some of the dwellings we've seen. It's just a shed. A hut. These are crazy, aren't they? These sand things. Sort of gardens where you shape the sand and tidy it every day. Discipline. Order and discipline.
Don't move.
Sensei Ishikawa.
Lord Sakai's boy. You survived Komoda.
We could have used your bow.
I was on my way when bandits attacked me.
Are you expecting them to return?
A samurai is never caught by surprise. I'm sorry about Lord Shimura. He was a good man.
He's alive. Taken captive by the Mongols.
Then there's hope.
That's why I've come. Help me save him.
I can't. My student is missing. A skilled archer.
I will help you look. Then you can both help me free Lord Shimura.
Try and keep up, Sakai.
Okay. He can help us free Lord Shimura. We're going to find out a bit more about why he's reclusive now, why he's turned his back on
No one knows.
Are there any others who can fight back?
the samurai.
Us? I don't know yet.
You'd better find out quickly. We can't free your uncle by ourselves.
I can help track your student.
I need no help tracking Tomoe.
Tomoe. A woman. From what clan?
No clan. A peasant. But she can outshoot any samurai I know. Even you, Sakai.
The last time I saw you was 10 years ago.
Student.
You came to study with me.
You remember?
I remember most of the students I reject.
Instead you took this Tomoe as your student.
You showed promise. Tomoe is a prodigy.
Mongols, send your best warrior.
Okay, no time to do it stealthily, so let's take one of them out. It's interesting later where they do little feints and things, as I remember. When they do that. Oh no, I felt I dodged pretty well there.
They fight like drunk tanuki.
They fought well enough at Komoda.
Even tanuki can catch a tiger when it's sleeping.
Even Tanuki can catch a tiger when they're sleeping. Don't know what Tanuki are.
Tomoe's trail picks up here. Come! The Mongols took Fort Nakayama. The patrol likely came from there.
That's close to the hot springs.
The town will be the next to fall.
Something happened here.
An ambush. Look around.
Okay, they want to protect the springs
Blood,
from
but not much.
No one died.
a planned attack.
Rice and millet. Left uneaten.
The attack was sudden.
A Japanese quiver.
A gift to my greatest student. I fear the worst. Tomoe would never leave that quiver behind.
Unless she was pursued.
Or captured.
To what end?
Interrogation. Torture. Worse.
They may be doing the same to Lord Shimura.
Fear is a weapon, Sakai. Do not let the Mongols use it against you.
Your student. Where would they take her?
Fort Nakayama. The fort is nearby. I should have fought at Komura with you.
Better you didn't. We lost enough there.
Why did the samurai fail?
The Mongols fought like animals.
Wrong answer.
I saw it with my own eyes.
An archer's aim relies not on eyes, but on body, mind, and spirit.
Okay, he's very concerned about Tomoe. He fears that his student has been captured. Jin was a little bit put out that
Stop
she was
here.
a woman.
We need to talk.
What's wrong, Sensei?
This bow was a gift to me from Lord Nagao many years ago.
It's a beautiful weapon.
Of course it is. And there's nothing more painful to me than a perfect bow ineptly used.
Then it's a good thing you're giving it to me.
Who said anything about giving? Prove you can shoot straight. I'll let you borrow it. Try it out before we go into battle.
Okay, I've got a half bow. Moderate damage and draw speed. Once a gift from Lord Nagao to Sensei Ishikawa, now wielded by Sensei's new student. Okay. It's not verbalized that we're his new students, but we were quite put out that he rejected Jin for another student. She's a prodigy with the bow.
Aim for that lamp closest to us.
God, it's quite sensitive.
Now the one further down the road. On the left. Not bad. Let's see if you can hit the one furthest away.
It's interesting with the
Further
draws.
target, the more your arrow drops.
The dropping arrow
How
there.
does it
There we
feel?
go.
Like it was made for me.
It wasn't. So take good care of it. Let's go.
It wasn't. It wasn't made for you. So don't be a dick. Look after it.
A bow like this would have helped at Komoda.
It is a good bow, but victory is won by warriors, not weapons.
You haven't seen the Mongols fire weapons.
And they have not yet won. Fort Nakayama.
I hope your student is inside.
Fort Nakayama.
We'll get a better look at the defenses from up there.
Okay. We're going to get a better look up there. Of course we can. But we've got various things we can use to our advantage. We'll find that out in a minute.
This spot is perfect.
I'll find a way in. Open the gate. Then we hit them.
You always charge into battle with your hakama half-tied?
You have a better idea?
Patience, Sakai. The Mongols will send men to find their missing patrol. When they open the gates, we strike.
The longer we delay, the longer Tomoe remains in danger.
She can take care of herself. Survey the battlefield. What can we use to our advantage?
Well. Bees.
Hornet nests. One shot could stir them up.
The Mongols will face the sting of insects and arrows.
gunpowder.
Barrels could do some damage.
We'll find out.
We have
Those
lanterns.
hanging lights will kick up sparks.
And start fires.
They have
And?
many archers.
They're skilled, but we are better. When the gates open, distract the enemy and rain arrows on their heads.
Then we storm the fort and free Tomoe.
Good. Now we wait.
Okay.
They're opening the gates.
Wait for my signal.
Here we go. Now I'm putting my microphone in a different position here, which you can't see because I'm not on a camera. But it's a bit more relaxing. I can sit back a bit more. Let me know if
Get ready.
if you can hear it okay.
Now, send them to their ancestors.
I think we'll go with the bees first. Here we go. More over here. There we go. Draw speed is quite slow. Don't know if I've got any more tricks on me. I'll barrel there. A little too late.
Not bad, Sakai.
There are more inside.
Not for long. Let's find Tomoe.
With plenty of arrows. Rid Fort Nakima of Mongols. Let's do some looting. Don't need the arrows. Could do with supplies. Miss again. Oh my days. Run out of arrows. Run out. Oh here. Very much due. Right, come on, Biggie. Time to struggle. Oh no, I'm out of arrows. So we can hear. Any supplies, but we need arrows. Let's get up and try and defeat them here. Right. Don't want to succumb to these guys. I haven't got my dodge down yet. Right. Have you got arrows? Yes, a few. Right, let's get out and help Ishikawa. That's what I needed. So the leader is killed. Observe more leaders to unlock water stance. One more. Okay, I need the mic a bit closer to me. So that didn't work. Thanks, James. Is that a bit better? Yeah, it's not a directional mic, it seems. Get back to the A area.
Slain prisoners.
Tied up. Killed with arrows.
Tomoe isn't... Wait, this pendant belongs to her. Search the fort!
Okay, investigate Fort Nakayama. So that was a failed experiment with a microphone. Back to normal service.
These arrows are Japanese.
They're Tomoe's arrows.
You are sure?
I taught her to make the knock with deer horn. And that curve of the eagle feathers.
So the Mongols took her weapons?
The shots are tightly clustered. No Mongol shoots Japanese arrows with such skill.
Huh. Then they allowed her to use a bow.
So I think what they're trying to tell us here in that snapshot is that they gave her a weapon. And to give someone a weapon who's supposedly an enemy, you need some kind of trust. So what would Ishikawa be thinking?
A scroll. Archery terms with Mongolian translations. Your name is mentioned.
She was teaching them my way of the bow.
Okay. Well, treachery is afoot. So she's showing them basically the tricks of the trade. That's what the Mongols do. They try and learn.
Someone's personal quarters.
A woman's kimono.
Tomoe's kimono.
The Mongols freed her. Why?
Okay, Sensei, what do you think?
Do you hear that?
A survivor.
So cold. We're looking for a woman, an archer.
The Mongols caged her with us. But they set her free. Gave her armor and a bow. She killed my wife. And the others.
The bodies we found.
She proved her skill to the enemy. And they recruited her.
Please. It hurts. Don't leave me.
I've seen enough. Let's go.
So she completely turned on her people
I should have killed her.
to survive.
Sensei?
Tomoe won her freedom. And she joined the Mongols.
Why would she do that? What happened?
I pushed her too hard.
Pushed her how? What are you hiding? Sensei!
Right.
I demand an answer.
To find out more.
She attacked me. Not bandits. Tomoe.
Why?
She has no idea what it means to be samurai.
You drove her to the Mongols.
Do not judge me.
Do not lie to me.
I can't let Tomoe teach my way of the bow to the enemy.
Then we will stop her.
This is my fight. I don't need your weapon.
No, you need me. Victory is won by warriors, not weapons.
Lord Shimura raised you well. We'll hunt Tomoe together, but we do it my way.
And when the time comes, you will help rescue my uncle.
You have my word, Sakai. I will prepare to hunt Tomoe. When you are ready, meet me at my dojo.
We can't rescue my uncle alone. I need more people to join our fight.
Find Lady Masako Adachi. If she's still alive, she's one of the finest warriors on the island.
Okay. In the same way, many adventures that I've dealt with on this channel, it's being repeated here. We've got to help people in their troubles so they can help us in ours. Now, Yuna, we are finding Taka, her brother, down the south of the island. Legends growing here, the wandering samurai. Ishikawa.
The Mongols are everywhere. In a fight, they will surround me like wolves. I need to find new methods to keep them at bay.
So he's trying to learn now. What methods have we got here? We've got kunai. New ghost weapon unlocked. L and R1 to throw kunai at nearby enemies, leaving them staggered.
A well-balanced blade I can throw to catch a foe by surprise and finish them off.
Okay, so we've got our kunai. That's good stuff. Okay, we do have another point here. What should we go for? I might stick it in the stance here. Stone puncture. Batter your foe with 2 piercing strikes. Hold, then another tap. I was enjoying using that, so let's enact that there. Yes, so we've got Yuna. Ishikawa is worried about Tomoe and her defection. Now, also, we've been instructed to go and see Masako Adachi. Now, she is the widow of the Adachi that we saw at the beginning that got burnt and sliced. So if we look, you've got a new weapon. You can manage your weapons and ammo here. Okay, ranged and quick fire. Tales of Tsushima are now available. Okay, that's one. That's the other samurai from the battlefield. We'll get to that soon. That's over here. Okay, we've got to go and see Yuna first before we unlock Masako. So we're going to head down. We're going to take different landmarks as we go. I mean, the Golden Temple might be important. I'm going to work our way down. I think it's important we get to Taka as quickly as we can. But it will have to be on the next stream, because I'm going to stop there. Very much enjoyed diving in so far to Ghost of Tsushima after a wee while. Nice to join Jin again and excited for the next game. So thanks ever so much for joining me, indulging me as we travel through this. I'm going to do the next episode at some point in the future. Might even be tomorrow. I don't know. But I'm enjoying it, so it probably will be pretty soon. Thanks ever so much for joining me on this episode. Have lovely days. And I'm the Patient Wolf. Take care.